Hey, how's it going? This is Brett, Nowhere Bound. I'm finally back with another video. It's been a while. So yeah, I'm not picking up a lot of books since the holidays for a little bit. And then now I've kind of picked back up. And I told myself, once I got these things in the mail that I couldn't open them until I had a video going on. So I'm finally back after a couple months. I've been nowhere. I just like to say also, I'm gonna luckily, for some reason, this awesome guy Brandon from Mon Comics is gonna have me on Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. If you're interested, check it out. It's a live stream with a bunch of other guys who I was surprised to find out I wasn't subscribed to. I just looked them up and I subscribed them and checked out their videos. And I'm not in their class. These guys know their stuff. We got Casino Comics, Nerdy Musings, and Rafe's Retro Comics. I'm gonna put that down below along with Brandon. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll, hold my own amongst this esteemed crew here. But anyway, I finally bought a couple comics off of Comic Ozzy, who you may know. He does sales every week, and it's freaking amazing, the books he gets. But picked up a couple books just for fun, because I'm like, I keep seeing all the cool stuff he's got, and I finally jumped into a sale on Whatnot. I haven't been on Whatnot at all, so I finally picked up a couple of those, and I've also got this awesome. This MCE is the Minnesota Comic Exchange. I'm from Minnesota, and I got this as it's their 5th anniversary, and they held a little prize drawing where you just put your name in, and somehow I won second prize, which is this comic, which I'm really excited to see. Sam, thank you very much, and Chris, thank you for mailing this to me, because I'm not in the Twin Cities area. And Chris and his dad, actually, I think, sent this UPS. So thank you very much. I'll have to return the favor sometime here because very cool. Just for celebrating your 5th anniversary, that's very cool. And we do comic sales with them. They put on these awesome comic sales in the Twin Cities area. And me and my brother Paleozoic Comics, we show up, we sell comics. It's all about the camaraderie, and we really enjoy it. But yeah, so really excited to open these. And like I say, told myself I couldn't do a video until I finally opened these. This one I've had for a couple weeks. So this one I got just the other night, and I'm like, okay, I gotta finally do a video here. So, and I have some other fun books to show that I've picked up over the last month or so. But let's start. I don't know. Let's start with Comic Ozzy's here. Yeah, let's just open this up. So one of these books is one that I was collecting way back, and I was a big Daredevil fan, but I never had this book, which is weird. It's not like a big key or anything, but it's kind of in the continuity of. I don't even have a very large run of Daredevil. I started collecting. Well, I'll show you in a minute. Oh, cool. Brett, hope you enjoy Comic Ozzy. Here we go. Nice. Oh, looks like he included some bonus books, which is very nice. What the heck? Very cool. Let's see what we got here. Got the painter's tape, so that's very good. There's at least 1 or 2 bonus books, which I sure appreciate. Comic Ozzy. God, I've been following that guy for, it's been like 5 years, I think, or something. I don't know. But yeah, I finally made it to one of his sales, so that's cool. Anyway, let's see. Okay, let me get this. Nicely packed in a comic mailer, of course. Yeah. Sorry for I should speed this up, but you know my production values. Oh, cool. Oh, look at, he included a card on the back of this comic. That is awesome. What is that? I gotta use my cheaters. Let's see. Some kind of crazy, I don't even know what that's from, but that is awesome. Because I'm a dinosaur guy, so that's awesome. And it's Daredevil 340. Very cool. I do not have anything from this run, so from this era. So that's very cool. Thank you so much, man. All right. And let's see what else we got here. I'm gonna have to read that and figure out which card that is. All right, here we go. We're getting the final pieces here. Yeah. All right. Again, first time checking out Kamikaze, and it's very cool. Oh, here it is. Well, let me see what else we got here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Nice. Okay. So, the first book that I bought was not a big key, but very cool. 159 Daredevil. One of the very first books I collected was Daredevil. So, you know, back in the, actually, I don't want to say, but late 70s, the first book I ever picked up was, weirdly, Daredevil 158, which I got graded just because it was my childhood book. And here it is. And it's a 7.0, so probably shouldn't have got graded, but it's kind of cool to memorialize the book that I first started collecting Daredevil with, which just happened to be Frank Miller's first art. And he later started writing. And it's freaking awesome. And I was like blown away. But when I'm like a piecemeal collector from back in the day, I would collect books, and then I would buy a book, and then I would be in sports or something else going on, and then it'd be a couple months, and then I'd pick up another one. And so I never got this issue, 159. So now I have, you know, 159 and 158, 159. You know, I did buy, weirdly, I made it back a couple months later and got 160. This is my childhood copy. So at this point, I was like, I gotta keep these in good shape. And it was literally the dawn of like comic bags, really, because you could get like, you know, bags. One company, I think, was making bags in like the late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, this is 79. So this is a childhood copy. Yeah, it's newsstand. Ooh. But yeah, very cool. I never had this one. Very cool. Bullseye. You know, he's like totally attacking. Yeah, so now I got the little mini run here of 158, my first book ever. 159 and 160. And then after that, it's like, it's weird. I jumped to like 160, I don't know, 168 or something like that. So I was jumping around a lot. I would, you know, every month I'd have enough money to buy like a, you know, Fantastic Four or Daredevil. And I started to get into John Byrne and the Fantastic Four run. So that was cool too. But anyway, so that's that. I picked that up finally. I never had 159, weirdly. And here's the next one, which is hilarious because for some reason I already have a copy of this, but I felt like this is a cool book. I'm going to pick up another one, and it is Tales to Astonish 62. You got your first Chameleon cover, and I believe, yeah, the first leader appearance. He's in like a crazy hooded cape or whatever, and then makes his full appearance in 63. But so kind of a cool book, even though the Chameleon's kind of like looking away, but still, it's kind of a cool key, even though it's not a huge dollar book, but it's very cool to have. And for some weird reason, I don't know, I've been copying my brother Paleozoic Comics, who really likes the Tales to, he's a Hulk. He's got basically a lot of the Hulks, and except for the first 6 runs, 6 issues, he's got issue 3, but Yeah, we have to work on those 1 through 6. But so I started copying him because I really like these Tales to Astonish Hulk run. And I already had a copy of this, but what is it about getting 2 copies that makes you go, oh, I can check out which one is the better one, and then I can sell the other. And then you never do because you like having 2 copies of it. So they both look good, actually. I think Comic Ozzy's might win out in a grading. It's cropped better. This one is cropped a little tight on the top. But this one's Comic Ozzy's copy, which I really like. That looks good. I'll have to check it all out, but I haven't paged through it, obviously, but very cool. So 2 copies of Tales to Astonish 62. It's a cool book. A cool mini key to get for not too much money. So we got that going. Thanks, Kamikaze. That was great, man. Okay, let's open this from the MCE. Chris, thank you for, I mean, he had a work injury, and then he caught the crud that everybody's been getting lately, so, and he still somehow got this off to his dad to mail to me, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much, because, yeah, I could have finally picked it up, you know, when we met at the next showing for the MCE, in case you're in Minnesota, is March 8th in Woodbury, I believe. I haven't even looked, but I think it's Woodbury. And my brother's going to set up. I'm going to try to meet him there. I have a family thing later that day, but I'm going to try to be there early on. But thank you, Sam, for donating this book. Looking forward to seeing what this thing. I don't have anything from this run, and yeah, I've been watching. I don't have the comic at all, but yet I've been watching the show, and I've been kind of blown away. I haven't seen anything from the new season, so don't tell me anything. But I got to check it out. I've been waiting for more episodes to drop so I can watch it. But here is, yeah, comic I never collected and yet wish I had, because it's an awesome story. And yeah, like I say, the show has blown me away. Oh, cool. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Dude. Pull, pull, pull. And here it is. The comic is, ooh, yeah. Invincible #2. Yeah. So, first Adam Eve. Oh, it says on the back. First Adam Eve. Rexplode. Man, it's been a while since I watched last season, but Robot. Yeah, there's a lot of firsts in this issue. So this one's not as valuable, obviously, as #1, but it's a big issue. Adam Eve, that solo episode with Adam Eve was amazing. So really looking forward to reading this, and then, I don't know, maybe pressing it or something and keeping it in my collection, and just enjoying having an issue of Invincible, and it looks in really good shape. I mean, it's in the 9s. I don't know whereabouts, but it looks really good. So yeah, cool cover. I know there's been a lot of issues lately that have been coming up because of the latest season, so I gotta catch up with the show. But I watched the first 2 seasons, and really well done. Yeah, really cool. All right, so there's that. Yeah. And let's move on to, okay, yeah, what I've been picking up lately. So here's just some random books that I picked up a couple weeks ago. Anytime I see this one, you know, I've been kind of picking up more X-Men lately, which is cool. But yeah, X-Men 268, Jim Lee cover. I mean, his Wolverine is amazing. But yeah, kind of a weird mini key with the meeting of Captain America and Wolverine, and apparently in Black Widow, they all knew each other back in World War II. I mean, yeah, Wolverine's like 200 years old. I don't know. But it's very cool. It's an awesome cover. It's just a cool issue. I've never had this one, so found that at my local comic shop. Very cool, as well as this one, which I never had as well. And this one was like amazingly cheap for such an iconic cover. Probably Cockrum's best when he returned to the title. I mean, one of his best anyway. You know, in his first run, he had an amazing covers, but this one's pretty iconic, even though supposedly it's not, I don't know, spoiler, it's not Doctor Doom, it's a Doombot. But very cool. Love that cover. Oh, and this is, so I never, you know, I started collecting X-Men at issue 137, weirdly, which was the death of Jean Grey, and but I would miss a couple months, and then I'd come back to the store and pick up something. And, you know, and this was like drugstores and stuff. So, but I totally missed, and I'm pissed that I missed the Days of Future Past series, which I finally picked up these issues. So really happy to have that. Yeah, John Byrne, and actually Terry Austin cover, as John from Bronze and Modern Gods just recently brought up that a lot of people don't know this is actually Terry Austin cover because John Byrne kind of quit. I think he did the interior though. I'll have to check again. But he quit before the cover could be done. And so on X-Men. So this is John Byrne's last cover with X-Men, which is pretty amazing. Great two issue story arc, which I want to read and then put these away in my collection, which glad to finally have that. Jeez. Come on, Brett. Jeez. But the big book I picked up recently was, well, let's start with this. You know, I pick up action figures once in a while just for fun, and this one's just kind of a fun thing to have. It's Lost in Space Robot. Danger, Will Robinson. Very cool. You know, it's $50 or less on Amazon. Go for it. I mean, and actually, he only says Danger, Will Robinson on here, but if you take him out of the box, he's, you know, these are all the quotes he says. That's quite a few. So very cool. And I like the lights. So, and a very accurate Lost in Space B9 robot. Very cool. So there's one action figure I picked up. But here's the big book, the piece de resistance that I just picked up. So I had, in the early 80s, I had ordered 2 comics from a mail order, which I think was Mile High, not Mile High, but actually Lone Star Comics in Texas, which later became mycomicshop.com. But yeah, so, but I ordered 2 comics from them, and both of them came missing a page. And but I still, you know, both of them were not missing a story page, so I was like happy to read them. But the value was not as high. And the 2 books I bought were Hulk 181, which I still have. It's 5.0 green label, but I got it graded just to have it encapsulated. But if you look at one of my first, either first or second video, you'll see that. But and also X-Men 12, which was missing an, I think, an ad page. I don't know if there was a pin up or something, but anyway, so I sold that, and for $25 more, I was able to pick up, and that one was a 7.0 green. I was able to pick up a 4.5 X-Men 12 complete, which I'm really happy with. And I don't think it was pressed, so I mean, you know, weirdly, this is the first comic that I've bought that was graded. I've never bought a slab, weirdly. So, but I liked knowing for sure this is a slab mid-grade, very happy with. But someday, who knows, I might regrade it or take it out and just read it again. You know, those Crimson Bands of Sidorak are pretty awesome. So, But yeah, I mean, both the origin of Professor X and his horrible half-brother are very, very cool to have. You know, Juggernaut, he's a foe to be reckoned with. So very cool. You know, probably one of the top 5 X-Men books to have. So just really happy to have this in my collection after, you know, letting go of my childhood copy, but very happy to have just the whole Mahugana. And I'm gonna have to, if I do break this out, I'll have to check out. I don't even remember what page that was missing, but they had surgically cut it out, so I'll have to check that out. But anyway, very happy with this. And we'll, hey, if you're not doing anything Friday evening, check out Mon Comics and this awesome group of guys that are going to be out there. We'll see you then. Okay, bye.